What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Eric Threet II. This week brought a go-ahead coast-to-coast layup and a 7-10 upset. 3 girls teams, 7 boys teams. They're still fighting for the trophy, and Waterford's very own Megan Ball taught Joseph Payton how to properly execute a Euro step. So stay tuned for the season finale of Hardwood Heroes. The last program of the year, but the postseason won't stop because Hardwood Heroes is off the air. But don't worry, Hardwood Heroes as well as myself will be all over your timelines. Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, our website. Any information you need, we got you. But the most important information as of right now are the teams that advanced. Dalton Cozart, 21 points. Griffin. Game-winning layup for the Bulldogs. They are on to the next one, but the Marauders fell short. The Vikings never trailed against Marietta, and Logan Elm upset Warren in overtime. Upsets everywhere in this bracket. As a 10 seed, River Valley beat Alexander. Westfall was a 14 seed and beat a 3 seed. Southeastern as a 9 seed beat the number 1 team, and they are sectional champions. Upsets everywhere. However, Nelsonville York and Wellston lost in the first round, and its seasons are over. In Division 4, Belpre beat South Gallia for a 3rd time and looked to beat Trimble for a 2nd time this year. Waterford begins their journey for the Ship and the Lancers. No wins for them this year, but there is literally nowhere to go but up. Now for the ladies, Megs was the only team left in Division 2 and fell to the number 1 seeded Lady Generals. The Lady Spartans pick up their 19th double-digit win of the year, and if they beat North Adams on Friday, they will have the district championship. Now, every game was a blowout in this next bracket. Fed Hawk and Belpre struggled to score and find rhythm, and they are eliminated. Eastern's coach, Jacob Parker, he's determined to avenge the Lady Eagles' losses to the Lady Wildcats, and if Waterford and Eastern advance, Parker and his girls will have their chance. Now, a Griffin Lutz layup in traffic kept Athens' championship chances alive. I'm here with Athens reporter Will Collins. The Bulldogs, they were going back and forth with Sheridan.
The sectional championship gave us all the adrenaline-pumping action we could handle, Eric. Athens took on the Sheridan Generals at Logan High School in their sectional championship game on Friday night. This game was an offensive battle from the start, and we saw Athens draw first blood and take an 8-2 lead early. However, by the end of the half, Sheridan got into the game, dominating the offensive and defensive glass, and were down 1 at the break. Throughout the second half, Sheridan was never more than 5 points down. With 2 minutes to go and Athens down 1, senior guard Griffin Lutz took the game into his own hands, going coast to coast to score the game-winning layup with 4 seconds to go, winning the game for Athens 58-57. And speaking of those close games, Eric, the Lady Bulldogs wrapped up their season this week after a heartbreaking opening round loss in the sectional tournament to the Gallia Academy Blue Angels 57-56. The girls are already looking forward to next season, where they will be returning their entire starting 5 and a promising amount of players coming off the bench.
Now, what are some positives looking ahead to next year?
Well, Eric, the girls will look to come out strong on the offensive end of the court. Towards the end of the season, Athens began to settle into their own offense and make less costly mistakes. They got the ball to their playmakers and were able to hit easy buckets inside and outside of the paint.
The Lady Bulldogs have a very young team, but the sectional champion Bulldogs will see Miami Trace in the Convo on Thursday. Thank you for the latest Athens action, Will. Now, the Alexander Spartans got some postseason action Monday against a team they beat twice this season, but that doesn't matter in the playoffs. Alexander reporters Connor Martin and Anthony Marino step on the side set. What happened in Alexander?
Eric, the Spartans played the River Valley Raiders, a team they beat earlier in the season by 30 points. However, this game did not end the way Alexander was expecting.
No, it did not, Connor. In fact, Alexander fell to River Valley 47-38. Even though the Spartans took the L, it still was a competitive game. Senior Chase Harris and junior Ryan Davidson combined for a total of 27 points. The team can only score. That's a double-edged sword. Alexander's starting guard Luke Kish didn't score until the 3rd quarter, while fellow Spartan Michael Norris did not have a single point. But one thing Alexander had plenty of was turnovers, 13 to be exact.
Well, Anthony, you can simply not win basketball games, yet alone playoff games with stats like that. And even though Alexander's year is over, it was successful nonetheless. Yes, they finished the season 11-12, which is a step back from last year's 17-5 record, but this team is young and has a bright future. The only starter leaving is Chase Harris. and of course he will be missed, but look for the Spartans to bounce back next season.
Even though the guys' season came to an end, the Lady Spartans are still in the hunt for a state championship. This past Saturday, Lady Spartans came and faced off against the Midford Lady Falcons, and they had no trouble getting the 50-36 victory.
Alexander jumped to an early 12-2 lead and never looked back. 3 Spartans finished with double-digit points, and senior star Leah Richardson scored a game-high 16 points. Leah may be the face of this team, but senior Jayla Mace is the force down low. She recorded 8 points and 5 rebounds to go with the steal, and that was all in the second half.
Of course, Connor, the Lady Spartans can score out well, but let's talk about their defense. Alexander held the Lady Falcons to 14 points below their season average, while forcing 6 turnovers in the second half. Both the offense and defense will need to show up next Friday night as Alexander will play North Adams for the district championship.
And the staff here at Hardwood Heroes wants to send a quick shout out to Coach Corey McKnight, who said these past 24 hours were the best of his life, as he and wife Tara are celebrating the birth of their first child, their son, Karen McKnight. Congratulations.
That's fantastic news. Congratulations, Coach, and thank you guys for the insight. Now, Hardwood Heroes will be off the air after this episode, but the coverage never stops. The game stories from all your TBC teams will be on Facebook, Twitter, our YouTube page, and our website at woub.org/heroes. These teams have state championship aspirations, and Hardwood Heroes will be there every step of the way. So keep up with all of the postseason action on our various online platforms. The Megs Marauders had aspirations to avenge their loss to Fairfield Union in last year's playoffs. Clark Woolley joins me. Clark, it didn't work out for them. What happened?
Yeah, Eric, different year. Unfortunately, same result for the Marauders as they fell to the Falcons 62-53 and watched them cut the nets down for the second straight year. It wasn't for a lack of effort as the Marauders gave the second-seeded Falcons all they could handle in this one. The two teams were neck and neck throughout the first half as they went into the locker room with the Falcons holding on to just a 1-point lead. Megs seemed to run out of gas in the third quarter as they only managed to score 5 points the entire quarter. The Falcons capitalized and refused to let Megs back into this one. Eric, despite the loss, the Marauder youth shined in the most crucial game of the year. Christian Maddox and Zach Bartram scored 20 and 18 points respectively. I like their chances if they're to see the Falcons next year.
Now, the girls, they have talented young players as well. What's up with them?
Yeah, well, the girls went into the sectional final against Sheridan with all the confidence in the world after defeating Jackson 44-42 in the first round. Megs gave the Lady Generals all they could handle in the first half as they went to the locker room only down 8. Unfortunately, in the second half, Sheridan would open the third quarter on a 9-0 run and essentially end the Lady Marauders' Cinderella hopes, eventually winning 62-36. It's an exciting future for the Megs, however. The Lady Marauders only graduate 4 seniors from this team that finished with a positive record of 13-11. They also arguably returned their best offensive performers in Betzing, Noble, Hendricks, and Humphreys. And if that's not enough to get the Pomeroy faithful excited, Coach Kaysen will get an entire summer with these girls before next season, something the first-year coach has yet to experience. Future's bright out in Pomeroy, Eric. You better get your sunglasses.
I actually need to buy some, but it's fine. Thank you, Clark. Appreciate it, man. Now, in the postseason, all you want to buy is wins. The Nelsonville York girls and boys had difficult matchups against strong teams. Nelsonville York reporter Matt Cuddy, he is here to deliver the details on the Buckeyes.
Unfortunately, Eric, it wasn't a great week for NY fans. I'll start with the boys who played on Monday. The Buckeyes squared off with the 9-seeded Dawson Bryan Hornets, and early on it looked like as if the boys were poised to extend their season as they enjoyed a 10-7 lead after one quarter. But the Hornets responded swiftly with an 11-0 run the next quarter, grabbing a 20-15 lead at half.
But it's all about finishing. What happened down the stretch?
The Buckeyes were able to keep it fairly close. However, another 11-0 run by Dawson Bryant late in the game sealed the deal, leading them to a 49-34 victory. This loss means that Hunter Edwards and Aaron Davis's high school basketball careers are over. And even though the past couple seasons have ended in disappointment, you can't say they didn't battle night in and night out.
Yeah, sadly for Nelsonville York, it didn't get much better with the Lady Buckeyes.
No, Eric, the girls suffered a similar fate. For the Lady Bucks, it came down to their lack of size in comparison to the one-seeded Eastern Brown Warriors. To give you an idea, the average height for NY's starting lineup is 5'6", while the Warriors' starting lineup stands at an average height of 5'10".
Now,
how did the lack of size affect the Lady Bucks? I'm sorry, that's you.
Well, how did the size affect the Lady Buckeyes?
Well, they struggled mightily on the boards, losing the battle 51-19. The lack of size also contributed to their ill-timed offensive woes as they scored a season low in points. If there's one thing to hang your hat on, it's the Buckeyes' solid defense as they forced 18 turnovers, and in the end, the Buckeyes fell by a final score of 45-21. Standout guard Jessie Addis is now heading into her senior season, and that means her illustrious career at NY is coming to a close. But expect big things from Addis and the Lady Buckeyes next year, as she'll do her best to go out on top.
Yeah, and she never disappoints. Great work as always, Matt. Now, the Vinton County Vikings, they always put in work. Reporter Catherine Morey joins me now. The boys continue to dominate while the ladies are exiting the postseason.
Well, you've got that right, Eric. The Lady Vikings wrapped up their season with a loss in the sectional semifinals to the Fairfield Union Lady Falcons with a final score of 58-50 last Thursday night. This loss rounds out their season with a 10-13 record. The game against Fairfield Union reflected their season pretty well as they had the Lady Falcons on the ropes up until the last minute. The girls played a tight game, but they missed crucial free throws down the stretch, which gave the Falcons a chance to soar to the top. Although the season is over, the team is looking ahead to the next as they'll be returning all 5 starters. Coach Bentley said the team is going to work on winning the league as well as getting out of their sectional. The boys, on the other hand, are still focusing on this season, adding another W to their record in pursuit of the state championships. Last night, the Vikings walked onto the court against Marietta and came away with a 75-62 win. Vinton County charged right out of the gate, scoring 12 points in the first 2 minutes of the game and making all 5 of their shots. The boys brought tons of energy, hustling up and down the court and not stopping until they made a bucket. Senior Tristan Bartow led the Vikings with 24 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 steals. As always, the win was a team effort. The Vikings had an incredible connection between players, which carries them each week. They're looking ahead to Saturday, where they will be playing the Waverly Tigers at the Ohio University Convocation Center.
The Vikings, it's their time to shine. Thank you, Catherine. Now, the TBC Ohio was always competitive, always interesting. The Vikings, they dominated all year, but so did the Lady Spartans, and they led the entire way. Bree Boopy recaps the year in the TBC Ohio.
And another season in the TBC Ohio comes to a close. Some wins, some losses, and a whole lot of heroes. Vinton County, led by the Jones, Yates, and Bartow trio, rounded out the regular season at the top of the TBC. With only 2 losses, the Vikings hope to make a deep run into the playoffs. The Lady Vikings finished 4th in the conference after a first-round playoff loss to the 3rd seed Fairfield Union. The Athens Bulldogs pulled a 2nd seed in the conference, led by senior Griffin Lutz, and the Lady Bulldogs had a young team but still managed the 5th seed. Both teams, the Marauders, took the 3rd seed in the TBC Ohio, and they hope to carry the momentum into the playoffs. The Alexander boys struggled this year, finishing 4th in the conference. The Spartans say goodbye to leader Chase Harris, but will return 3 offensive powerhouses. The Lady Spartans won the TBC Ohio title this year, led by senior Leah Richardson. And last but not least, the Nelsonville York Buckeyes posted in at the last seed in the conference. Despite the Edwards and Davis duo, NY only won a single conference game. The Lady Buckeyes, however, stole the 2nd seed and lost only 3 conference games throughout the season. It's been a long season in the TBC Ohio Conference, and only a few teams remain.
Only 2 teams left for the boys, Athens and Vinton County. Thank you, Bree. Now, as squads, as units, those 2 teams are tough. But online host Blake Baker is here with me to talk about the best young players in our coverage, all-future team.
Yeah, the heroes of tomorrow. I wish I could see the future, Eric, so I'll pretend by naming the guys and girls that we know we'll be keeping our eye on the next few years. So let's get right down to it. From the day she stepped in McAfee Gymnasium, Laura Mandry became the go-to girl. Her natural scoring ability, whether darting inside or pulling up from three-point land, gave the Lady Bulldogs life offensively. She really is the future out in the Plains.
She's dangerous, just like the Lady Wildcats. You can't have a big 3 without a 3rd piece, and that's what Rachel Adams has been all season. Allie Kern and Megan Ball, they're familiar faces on the program, but don't sleep on Miss Adams.
Yeah, Adams is certainly becoming a big part of that system, providing another really valuable presence. And for the Eastern Lady Eagles, Kelsey Casto has a bright future. She's definitely a rising star, and without Laura Pullins next season, that offense may just run through the young Casto.
It's going to be nice having such a great asset, especially when losing a Laura Pullins. Now, the ladies, they have talent, but what about the boys?
Well, you're right about that. And Nevin Yates proves that you're right about that. He's no Nayland, but the young buck comes off the bench of arguably our best team and is always reliable. Nayland himself mentioned that his younger brother has been a safe bet for production when called upon all season.
Oh, Nevin is the truth, but so is Logan Maxfield. I love watching him play. His energy never wavers, and he's a great defender, isn't afraid to take a charge to help his team.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this kid makes dents in the floor from all the charges he takes. And to round it out, Stone Markins Irwin is a Spartan you need to watch out for. When Chase Harris can't get it done down low, Alexander has to find other playmakers, and Markins Irwin has become a dependable option for his squad. Eric, we're getting a look at budding stars in the making, and there's clearly some bright futures out in the TVC.
I'd love to see the youngins making a name for themselves. Thank you, Blake. Now, despite the boys and girls taking L's in Federal Hawking, believe me, they have talent too. I have Federal Hawking reporters Clark Wicks and Earl Hopkins with me to talk about the Lancers' future.
Well, Eric, the St. Joe's Flyers took down Federal Hawking 53-28 Thursday night to seal the Lancers' fate as the only winless team in our coverage. Forced passes yet again kept the Lancers out of the win column as they went into the half with more turnovers than shots from the field.
We've seen it all year, Clark. And while they may have made tons of progress this season, they just don't have the depth to compete with these teams. I don't know about you, but I'm done talking about losing. Let's talk about what the Lancers will be looking forward to for next season.
I couldn't agree more, Earl. Although the boys will be losing leading scorers Jared Hawk and Walker Church to graduation, the Lancers will look to juniors Brandon Gould and Bryce Gates, along with freshman Bradley Russell, to lead the team next year.
While they may be losing a lot, what the Lancers need most is some stability. These seniors have played for 5 coaches in the last 4 years. If Coach Josh Vernon sticks around, the Lancers can definitely compete for next year.
Speaking of losing a lot, the girls will be without 6 seniors next season. Perhaps the biggest loss will be Destiny Tabler. She's been the focal point for this offense all year long. Coach Jeremy Tolson will have some big shoes to fill next season with her gone. But Audrey Blake and Hannah Dunphy have been leaders on this team all season. I see no reason why they can't take over and continue to lead this team just like they did this year.
Exactly, Clark. Dunphy was a second option for the Lancers on offense, and Tolson will look to her to fill that leading scorer position. Although they weren't able to upset top-seeded Notre Dame on their 48-30 loss on Friday, Tabler and Dunphy have both been unstoppable for Fed Hawk all season. In their 8-point win over Sims Valley last week, Tabler and Dunphy combined for 42 of the Lady Lancers' 52 points.
Now that win over Sims Valley was the Lady Lancers' first playoff win since 2009. Matched with an undefeated junior high team coming in soon, the future is incredibly bright for Federal Hawking.
From 4 wins to sectional champions, the Lady Lancers, they're trending in the right direction. Thank you, guys. Now, Fed Hawk lost both teams, but the Eastern Lady Eagles are still alive. For the last time, I'm joined on desk by Joe Fracasso.
That's right, Eric. I'm going to miss breaking down the Eagles with you, so let's just jump right into it. Now, starting off with the boys, the Eastern took on the Green Bobcats this past Tuesday in the first round of the playoffs. Now, this was a back-and-forth affair, with Eastern's biggest lead only being 5 in the first 3 quarters. However, Tanner Kimbler did his best Steph Curry impression, nailing 3 straight 3-pointers to give the Bobcats a 9-point lead, and they never looked back from there, winning 59-50. Now, Jet Facemeyer didn't have his normal dominant game, and that played a huge factor in the loss. He shot only 5 of 22 from the field, and this simply could not happen if the Eagles wanted to make that playoff push. Now, with that being said, this Eagles team has improved each of the last 5 seasons, and Coach did tell me after the game that he's looking forward to the future.
I mean, all you can do is grow. Now the ladies, they are 1 victory away from being district champions.
Eric, you know, it's a great time to be a Lady Eagle right now. The girls took on Glenwood this past Thursday in the 2-versus-3 matchup, and they made quick work of them, beating the Lady Tigers 67-45. Now this game basically was over by half, with Eastern playing some of the best defensive basketball I have seen out of them all year long. The Lady Eagles surrendered only 9 points in the first half and were up by 21 heading into the locker room. Laura Pollins and Liz Collins both had double-doubles. However, this was a full team effort as all but 1 Lady Eagle scored in the game. Now looking into their next week opponent, they face the #1 seed Notre Dame, and they beat Eastern last season. However, Notre Dame does have 3 girls that are taller than 6 feet, and they do a great job of driving and kicking. Talking to Coach, Laura, and Liz all after the game, and they said the exact same thing. Stop that drive and kick game.
They have to execute this game plan, Joe. It's been a pleasure working with you all season. Now, Joe will not be back, but Rebound is back. I'm joined by Trimble reporter Nick Niehaus. I'm going to say a word, and he's going to tell me what that word means to his team. So, Nick, your first word for the Lady Tomcats is future.
Well, Eric, the one word that I would use to describe the future of this team is hopeful. The Lady Tomcats are graduating just 1 senior in Emily Ward and have a slew of new talent coming in. I've heard all year how much potential the 8th grade girls team has and how they'll be able to make the jump to varsity basketball right away. Eric, I went to a few of their games, and I can honestly see some of them being potential starters for next season. Another player with great potential is Brianna Bramer. As a freshman, she started for the Lady Tomcats and was able to get her nerves out this season and get some varsity experience. I think there's nowhere but up for her and believe she can help out Trimble greatly in the future to come.
It sounds like all the pieces are in place, but the boys, they match up against Belpre next week, so give me one word to describe this matchup.
Eric, this matchup is only about one word: revenge. Earlier this year, the Belpre Golden Eagles beat Trimble for the first time in 6 years. It was a performance that Coach Caldwell said was downright disappointing. This time around, the Tomcats are going to need to stop the duo of Dejan Bedgood and Matthias Huden, and offensively, they're going to need more than just Tyler Slack to show up to play. It's going to take a full team effort to take down Belpre this time, but I think the Tomcats' frustration from their first loss is going to fuel them to a win Wednesday. I'm very excited to see how this team will face adversity and perform in the tournament.
Revenge is an invigorating feeling. Look that word up. Nick, you the man. Thank you, sir. Now, Joseph Payton is also that dude, but he's not a baller. Joey P needed to be educated on the art of the Euro step, and Waterford's Megan Ball had the necessary footwork to teach him.
All right, Eric, I'm here at Waterford with Waterford Wildcat playmaker, state champ Megan Ball. We're about to do something that might bring back some bad memories for some of her opponents. She's going to show us the art of the Euro step. So, you ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So show me a little bit about what's going on with the Euro steps and footwork. Just lay it on. Let's go.
So first I look for if the girl's either going to keep on going past me or if she's going to stand there and take a charge. I prefer taking a charge because she's standing still.
All right.
And so if she's going to take a charge, I fake her out going this way, like, oh, I'm going to actually keep going for the layup. But then that's when you bring the ball back over and you take a step with the left. And you just jump, shoot.
Easy money right there. All right, she's about to go full speed. Let's see what she's got. Hey, that's easy money. Hey, she's got a ring. She's got a ring. You'll have that. You'll have that. All right, Eric, there you have it. That's the art of the Euro step. She's already got ring number 1, going for ring number 2. Megan, good luck on a possible long tournament run. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Hey, Megan, I see you. Sadly, Joey P still won't be able to keep up with me on the court, but we appreciate your effort. Now, let's keep talking about Waterford. Lead reporter Scott McDonald can tell me all about Megan Ball and the dominance that we know. I mean, both teams have been putting in work all season, but what's going on in Waterford, Scott?
And since we're talking about Megan Ball, let's stay there for a moment. She and Allie Kern played a great game Saturday against Fairfield as they combined for 27 of their 46 points. Now, they had terrific individual games, but as a team, they need to play a little bit better, especially since they will be up against a South Webster team that has the size to compete with the Wildcats. A matchup to watch is Ellie Johnson against Allie Kern. Johnson is coming off a game with 21 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 assists. Thursday's games will be one of the toughest tests for the Lady Wildcats, and if Johnson, Kern, and Ball come to play and come to a stalemate, the game may be decided by Waterford's depth and surrounding players. And then transitioning from the Lady Wildcats to the boys, who have had a week to prepare for Green High School, the Bobcats, like we said before, were able to slip past Eastern last Tuesday. Waterford should not have too much trouble with Green as long as they find the hot hand early and continue to feed him the ball. Also, they cannot play down to the level of competition, and the Wildcats cannot, lastly, they cannot come out complacent and look past this game, even if the Convocation Center is just a single game away.
You got to take it one game at a time. They have high hopes. We can only wait and see. Thank you, Scott. Now, Waterford has been at the top of the TVC in baseball, football, and now basketball. Molly Kennedy recaps the rest of the TVC Hawking.
The TVC Hawking saw similar results as last year, with Waterford at the top and Federal Hawking at the bottom. Both the boys and the Lady Wildcats finished first in the Hawking, undefeated in their conference. The boys went 17-4 with seniors Jordan Welch and Isaac Huffman leading the team while playing as a team. The ladies had 2 stars, Allie Kern and Megan Ball, making plays offensively and defensively. Both teams are still in the playoffs, eyeing the state championship. The Eagles struggled this season, finishing 9-13, 8th overall. The team was led by senior Jet Facemeyer, but lacked any additional stars. The Lady Eagles, on the other hand, finished second in the Hawking, going 18-3 with a full team effort. Trimble had an above-average season, going 13-9. Senior Tyler Slack and junior Randy Hickson led the team to the 2nd seed in the Hawking, but the ladies did not do so well. They went 8-14, 7th in the conference. Emily Ward and Sydney Hardy were the leaders. This season was rough for both the ladies and the guys. The boys were winless, first ever in TVC Hawking history. They struggled all season, coming close in multiple games, but could not close the deal. Nevertheless, the Lady Lancers were able to step up and finish their regular season 12-10. The conference had a wide range of seasons, some with success and some without.
I'm excited to see how the Hawking changes next year. Thank you, Molly. Now, the only way to end Season 8 of Hardwood Heroes is talking about the best of the TVC. The all-hero team, they're Hardwood Heroes version of an all-star team. So Blake is back, and we're going to discuss this talented group of individuals.
It's about that time. It's what we've been waiting for all season long, so let's dig right into it. One of my favorite players to watch for the girls is Leah Richardson. She's a versatile scorer. She can hit you inside and out with authority, and she's got great hands defensively. She's a phenomenal leader for this team, has been the past 2 seasons, the leading scorer in school history. They're definitely going to miss her.
And Nelsonville York, they're fortunate enough to have Jessie Addis back next year. She's so quick, very energetic. She doesn't give up. She's always hustling around, even in their loss against Eastern Brown. You saw her every minute of the game just in their faces. First junior to reach 1,000 points in Nelsonville York's history and could be a 3-time All-Hero next year.
Another thing about Addis, she's a great communicator for her team. Destiny Tabler is another 1,000-point scorer. She also makes the All-Hero list. She gave Fed Hawk an identity this year. We mentioned 4 wins last season. Now they're sectional champions. She's a do-it-all playmaker for a team that really needed it this season.
Destiny Tabler just disrespects people. She'll walk down the court, look you in your cornea, pull up money every time. Now, Waterford, Allie Curran and Megan Ball, they've been a tag team all year. They both play physical and aggressive. They can both score, rebound, and they play tough defense.
Yeah, Michael needs Scotty, Allie needs Megan, vice versa. So they're both, mean players out there. They're all-around stars for the Lady Wildcats. They're really partially the reason that they're doing so well this season. Allie Curran specifically has a great basketball IQ. They're certainly going to value them being back next season.
And Laura Pullins for Eastern. They're going to miss her next year. Great in transition. She's scary when you see her wide open from 3 shooting the ball, and she's been a great contributor for Eastern.
Yeah, really good stretch player, double-double machine for the Lady Eagles.
So let's talk about the boys. Vinton County has 2 players. Tristan Bartow, he put on a show all year. Probably the most impressive offensive game in our coverage. Great vision, good passes, good cuts. He does it all.
Yeah, Griffin Lutz, another superstar point guard in the area. His ball handling and driving ability are both really good. He's a top-notch facilitator, probably even better than his scoring ability. But Athens is really going to miss his offensive contributions after 4 years at the helm.
And then the other Viking, Derek Jones, another great shooter, really fast. He's been valuable for them for years as well.
Yeah, he runs the floor. He's really valuable to that scoring tandem the Vikings have. Jordan Welch is a senior leader for the Waterford Wildcats, a do-it-all guy for his squad. He's a good rebounder. He plays good post defense, plays with a lot of energy and intensity. He's just a guy you want on your team.
You got to give the big boys some love. Chase Harris, great footwork, great touch around the rim, and Isaac Huffman. He does it all. Point guard, he runs it. He's very unselfish. And that's why Waterford's #1 seed.
Yeah, plays dominating defense, dishes out dimes. He's almost like the quarterback on the hardwood. And if you remember back to Gridiron, he had a lot of success in that role.
Yes, he did. Thank you, Blake. It's been a pleasure working with you all year, man. Now it's time to shut it down. The Hardwood Heroes will continue live through the internet. Any postseason info you need, we'll have on our website and our social media. Thank you for watching. We do this all for you. I'm your host, Eric Threet II, reminding you to be heroic. Y'all are here for a reason. Let's put in work. Hardwood on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hardwood! That's what I like.